Hello, everyone, and welcome to my vocabulary project. My name is Abyan Banu Hermawan. I am a student of Universitas Binasarana Informatika from English Literature. Before we start, I would like to tell you the project structure first. So, part one, we'll be discussing about word formation and compound, and part two, we will be discussing about case study of idioms. Part 1.1 Word formation. What is word formation? Word formation is a process of creating and changing words by simply adding or subtracting a new letters of a word. This can happen by applying prefix and suffix while also blending two words together. It is also used to learn various types, rules, and practical word formation to help people speak English more confidently. Like any other stories, all words have a beginning, middle, and an end. Word formation is exactly just that, and that it exists to alter the meanings of base words. So, let's get to the types of word formation. There are many types of word formation. The main ones are these six, which is prefixation, suffixation, compounding, blending, conversion, and clipping. It is important to recognize these types of word formation as it can assist learners on understanding the fundamentals of using word formation properly. So first of all, we have prefixation. Prefixation is the addition of one or more letters before a base word. It can be used to completely change or alter the meaning of the base word. The new word is often part of a new speech and typically modifies the original meaning rather than the word class. For example, adding on behind happy makes unhappy, and others include slightly altering the word's meaning, like rewrite and overconfident. So we have other examples of prefixation right here on the right. We have negatives, repetition, and manner. So what this is that prefixation depends on the context that you are going to convey. So we have the negatives, which is dislike, disagree, and dishonest. We have repetition, which is reread, refund, and return. We also have manner, which is overcook, misunderstood, and hyperactive. Next is suffixation. Suffixation is the opposite of prefixation. It is a letter or a group of letters that are added after the base word to create a new word. This also functions the same to alter, modify, or change the meaning of the base word. It can change from noun to beauty. It can change a noun to adjective, from beauty to beautiful, adjective to adverb, quick to quickly, adjective to noun, kind to kindness. So the right here are the other examples of suffixation. We have noun, which is brightness, teacher, and government. Adjective, wonderful, courageous, and careless. Verb, socialize, darken, and terrify. And adverb, we have clockwise, eastward, and slowly. Next, we have the other two types of suffixation, which we will start about on inflectional. I'm sorry. It is the process of adding a suffix to a word's base form to create a different grammatical form of the base word. For example, plural, adding s or as noun to a noun to show more than one, such as dogs or bananas. Third person singular, adding s to a verb for a third person subject. Walks, eats. Past tense, adding "et" to an irregular verb to signify it happened in the past, such as talked or played. Present participle, adding "ing" to a verb for continuous action, such as singing, dancing. Comparative adjective, adding to an adjective comparison that is smaller and bigger. Superlative adjective, adding "est" to an adjective to compare more things, smallest and biggest. And finally, past participle, adding "n" to an irregular verb to form past participle, eaten and fallen. We have the next one, which is derivational suffixation. It is a word part added at the end of a word that changes the meaning of the base word. We have four examples right here. Noun forming indicates a state or result using ment, such as entertainment or treatment, or it can also indicate taste or quality with ness, sweetness, kindness. We have adjective forming, creates an adjective from a noun full of, such as fearful or joyful. Others indicate something related to that noun, al and il, such as accidental and trial. Adverb forming changes an adjective to an adverb using ly, quickly, happily. Verb forming to make a cause to fi, but I use clarity for more examples. Next one is compounding, not to be confused with the compound for part 1.2. This is compounding in word formation. Compounding is combining two or more independent words to create a new single word with a new meaning. This can result in open, closed, hyphenated words. Consequently, a compound is a unit composed of more than one stem, forming words or sign. So there are three examples of compounding right in the right here. We have open, which is the words are written separately but function as a single word. We have living room and then half sister. Closed, both the base words are merged together to form a single word. We have railroad and skateboard, and hyphenated. There are hyphens, or as you can see, stripes in between the two base words. So we can say check in or long term. Next up is blending. Blending is where parts of two or more words are combined together to create a new word that merges the sounds and meanings of the word. The process typically involves taking one word at the end of another, though it and other combinations are possible. Blends can be categorized in two meanings. First one is total blend. Both original words are reduced to fragments. We have brunch, smog, and channel, which is channel to tunnel. Channel and tunnel turns to channel, I mean. Sorry. We have partial. An entire word is combined with a fragment of another word. We have dumb and founded turns to dumbfounded. Mobile and hotel turns to motel. Globe globe turns to globish. The last two types are very relatively quick, so we're just gonna blitz through them. Conversion is a process where a word changes its grammatical class without any change in form. This allows new words to be created by simply shifting the function of an existing one. Examples of conversion are as follows. Noun to verb. I'll just Google it later. The noun is Google. Adjective to verb. Can you empty the bin? Adjective is empty. Adjective to noun. I saw the news in daily. Adjective is daily. And verb to noun. He is a good friend. He is a good read. I'm sorry, which is the noun is read. Next, we have clipping. Clipping is a process where a long word is shortened by deleting one or more syllables while keeping the original meaning and grammatical category. Due to its nature, clipping can be considered as informal. So we have four types once again. We have back clipping. The beginning part of the word is dropped. So advertisement turns to ad, examination turns to exam, and laboratory turns to lab. We have for clipping. The end part of the word is dropped. We have burger, hamburger turns to burger, helicopter turns to copter, and alligator turns to gator. We have middle clipping. Both the beginning and the end are clipped. We have influenza turns to flu, refrigerator turns to fridge, and then tech. Complex clipping. Clipping occurs in compound. So we have duck, pub, and sci-fi. Part 1.2, compounds. So, as we discussed before, it's basically the same, except this one is a different material entirely. So, compound refers to word formed by combining two or more words. There are two examples of compounds. First one, we have compound noun, which is similar to the compound that we discussed in part 1.1. Noun functions as a single A compound noun functions as a single noun in a sentence. It can be written as one word, closed with a hyphen, or hyphenated, or as two separate words, open. We already know the examples down here. Compound adjective is actually a little bit different. So, compound adjective is two or more words that act as a single adjective to describe the noun. They are often hyphenated to make it clear they work as a single unit. So we have short term, tightly wounded, and French speaking. Next is combination of nouns. We're just going to go through the examples. We have noun and noun, two nouns joined together, bed, bed and room forms to bedroom. Others include water tank and printer cartridge. Next is adjective and noun. An adjective modifying noun. We have green and house turns to greenhouse. Others include software and redhead. We have verb to noun. Verb and noun, I mean. A noun and verb combination, washing and machine, turns to washing machine. Others include swimming pool and driving license. We have noun and verb with rain and fall, turns to rainfall. Others include haircut and train spotting. We have preposition and noun, a preposition and noun combination. Under and world becomes underworld. Others include offsite, afterlife. Verb and preposition. A verb and preposition combination. We have look and out, turns to lookout. Others include take off and show off. And finally, noun and prepositional phrase. A noun followed by a prepositional phrase. Mother-in-law, son-in-law. Next, we have the compound adjective. We have adjective plus adjective, describes a specific shade of quality, dark blue, sky blue. We have adverb and past participle, a common pattern, often describing quality or state, well known, highly respected. Noun and present participle describe something that does specific action, such as time consuming and good looking. We have noun and past participle describe something that's made from something made from or produced by something else. We have sun-dried and homemade. We have number and noun specifies the quantity or duration, 8 hour, 2 year old, 7 page. Adjective and noun to describe a specific quantity or characteristic. We have short term and full length. And finally, adjective and past participle used for a more specific descriptive phrase, such as brightly lit and cold blooded. Part two, we're going to case study about idioms. Definition of idioms. Idioms are fixed expressions that are largely or exclusively carries a figurative or non-lethal meaning. The individual words of idioms are usually give you no help in deciding the meaning. So basically, they're like hyperboles, used to express a certain feeling a person feels. So it's basically not exactly they have a meaning, but it's more just an expression or figure. So idioms frequently appear in all languages. There are estimated over 25,000 of them in English. Wow, that's many. Many idiomatic expressions were not meant literally in their original use, but occasionally the literal meaning in the changed phrase itself grew out of the original roots. We have examples of idioms. We are going to discuss over five of them since there are too many. But these five idioms that I will be talking about are the ones that are professionally used in daily lives. So we have think outside the box, usually used in situations where a person uses creative thinking to solve problems. Examples include in today's competitive business world, companies think outside the box to gain public approval and success. To find a solution to this problem, we must think outside the box. And finally, I'm trying to think outside the box and not worry about what others expect. Next up is on the same page. Usually, refers to an agreement between two people. Oftentimes, they are share an understanding of the situation. Such examples are both Aaron and David are on the same page when it comes to choosing the lead project, and the professor ensured every student was in the same page. Learning curve used to describe the time and process it takes to master a certain skill. Example: setting up a new business was a steep learning curve for the founders. There's a steep learning curve when it comes to learning guitar, but it's worth it. Last two, we have back to the drawing board, used to signify a read or a start plan, or to start a plan from over the beginning due to its failure. Example: the new package was designed hasn't reached our sales as we hoped, so it's back to the drawing board. Drawing board. Next up is it is right. We should go back to the drawing board and look at these concerns. Last but not least, we have cut corners, used as a way to indicate urgency or doing something in the most quickest way. Example: the game devs are forced to cut corners by focusing on the gameplay instead of the graphics. The bridge collapsed because the builders had cut corners on safety regulations. Here are the sources that I use to make this presentation. I mainly use Vedantu, Cambridge Dictionary, and English Academy. They are very helpful in finding material such as word formation and the compounds. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. I apologize if there are many mistakes that I made. And see you guys next time.